Hey, everybody. Yeah! Okay, so not quite so scary. It's hard to know how scary it is, I did what you do, Donna. I hit the wrong button and jumped out before it was time. So, everybody.
And I hit my arrows and nothing happened. I was trapped in the coffin.
Okay, so much for a great entrance. I want to redo. No. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Alt Space News and Updates, where if anything's going to go wrong, this is the place where it happens.
And I am... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you go for it. Go for it.
No, go.
I'm Laurel.
And I'm Donna McT. Our producer Mark is back at the helm again this week.
Yay!
To share with you the news that is news you need to know about Alt Space VR. We meet weekly, so you know what's going on, and we have some awesome news this week.
Yes, we do. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm still recovering from my bad entrance. All right. So many of us at AltSpace VR events use Windows native Live, the Xbox Live Mixer. So y'all have used that for doing video and doing all kinds of fun things here. Well, unfortunately, Microsoft announced this past weekend that they have taken it away. So the native mixer is now gone for streaming. You can still record, but that really sucks. So you cannot do any streaming from here. Many were really caught off guard and were pretty upset. Now there are alternatives. So consider using OBS, Streamlabs, the XSplit as alternatives. So you can still record using the game bar. I know I've done it, but streaming is no longer an option. So that sucks.
Oh, okay. The change impacted us here at the News and Updates. Last week's video was corrupted as the change happened during the recording, and we were unable to save it. Our sincere apologies. Tech updates can be so painful, especially when ill-timed. You can catch past events on our YouTube channel for News and Updates, and you can watch a live stream on Twitch as well. Our sincere apologies, and we're going to be more careful going forward as we deal with these changes. That said, we are always looking for more volunteer help, and we are seeking a backup videographer. That's the word.
Yeah.
It is fairly easy, so if you are a fan, we'd love to have you join the team to help us film each event. See you after.
Yeah, we'll be taking questions and stuff at the end of the news, so just hang in there. And rumors are flying that AltSpace VR will soon release new avatars. Yes! Remember, the avatars we're currently using are placeholders. They were designed to help with the update and compliance with the Oculus Store and with the Quest. So new ones are coming. So AltSpace developers have taken in all the feedback we've given over the past 6 or 8 months, and I'm hoping they'll be here soon, maybe before the end of the year. Could be a holiday gift, you never know, so that would be fun.
So many are changing their display names to Halloween names. Yes, we see you.
Yes, we do.
Be aware of things you need to know. AltSpace VR cleans display names to remove HTML code. We used to be able to color them and make some simple HTML modifications, but the code interfered with menus, so this was removed. It doesn't stop people from messing around with symbols and crazy things in their display names, but do realize we use your name to get to know you, to call you by your name. The harder you make it for us to read your name, the less inclined some might be to approach you. Have fun with it, but make sure names are readable and pronounceable. And I have to say, I host 101. I get a lot of newbies, and
Me too.
I so often say, I'm sorry, I'm not good at phonetics. I don't understand how to say your name. And having said that, just so you know, Donna McT is how you pronounce mine.
And mine's Rel or Laurel. I'll go by either one works. So if you do change your display name, you need to re-enter the space or possibly restart AltSpace to make the change complete. So have fun with it, but don't have too much fun because we like calling you by your name. Now, an update to AltSpace VR arrived last Monday. We're expecting maybe some more on this Monday. And it came with a lot of noted improvements, though a few little issues are still being worked out. We'll get to those in a second, but let's start with some highlights from the new update.
So improvements with interactables, name tag and other dialogue message layers have been fixed so that they aren't oversized, that they are the same length and huge in your face. Okay, you can allow friends checkbox is now working on your home spaces.
Yay!
And the loading screen will no longer show the motion blinder effect.
Ah, love that. All right. And for PC and 2D users, several long-awaited updates, including the HUD, the head user display, or as we call it, circle menu thing, does not change when zooming in. And the F and the V key, the keyboard keys, now look up and down. It's awesome. Just like the Q and the E turn from side to side. So now when you're on PC and 2D, you can now move around without controlling so much of the mouse. The mouse thing you get used to, but it's a bit of a pain. But the winner of all the updates is the new HUD visibility toggle for 2D users. Now, this may not make any sense to you, but the circle menu and the other dialog menus completely disappear off the screen when you hit Control-Alt-P. For those who film in AltSpace, this is amazing and a long awaited, because we used to have that menu sitting there while we were filming. We'd have to zoom in, mess around. So this is really exciting. Again, only in PC 2D users to remove the menus from the screen for filming and whatnot is Control-Alt-P, and then you hit Escape to then bring your menus back. So, or repeat it, Control-Alt-P. Love it!
Okay. We usually don't mention AltSpace VR bugs as they are typically resolved before we have a chance to report on them, but there are a few known issues that the dev team is working on that you should know. The megaphone for events stays on when a user clicks the raise hand button to take themselves off the list before the event host turns off the mute status. I'm sorry guys, that's confusing, but it's a bug. When the audience is unmuted, this person is still on megaphone without the ability to turn it off. So only the presenters can do that by asking the person to raise their hand again and turn off megaphone and remove them from the list. Or to click the unmute all, mute all, then unmute all, and that might resolve the issue.
It's really a pain, especially when you don't know who it is that has megaphone on when you're in an event, and you end up chasing around after the event going, are you the one with megaphone? You're the one, can you hit raise? It's really painful, but they're working on it. They're working on it. Quest users have, and a few Go users are having issues with the video player. Is anyone having any issues with it here? It's kind of random. It's a random issue. So when you try to access the video controls to change the volume or whatever, it goes white or it disappears. So it's a random issue. So if you're having trouble with the video player, menus, or any of the other features, please go to Settings, Support, type in a message, describe the issue, send those logs in to help keep the dev team working at it so they can fix these issues quickly. And honestly, anytime you're having a problem in AltSpace, please send in a support ticket with your logs so they can keep track of it. They really are on these, but they need those logs. Invisible and inaudible avatars continue to be an issue. I had this yesterday again. Re-entering and restarting AltSpace may resolve the issue, but it generally happens during events with many people. So random avatars will suddenly become invisible and muted, even though they're unmuted and they can see themselves. So you'll see their emojis, you'll receive their text, but they're still, you can't see them, can't hear them. So if you find yourself invisible, okay, this is something I would never say in the real world. If you find yourself invisible, please make a note in those settings and support and upload those logs so the devs can figure out why no one can see you. And the sooner the better. We really appreciate getting this one fixed because it's really bizarre bug.
So speaking of invisible avatars, another great segue. The second Halloween event for the Haunted Woods was last night. 2 hours of unrelenting scaring and getting lost in the mazes created by the incredible world building team. When the theme Haunted Woods was voted on, some builders whined that there were only a few things they could do with that theme. Oh, we are seeing how wrong they were. We won't give anything away, but this is some of the most innovative world building we've ever seen in AltSpace VR. The real-life volunteers add frosting to the cake of scary goodness. Lousy metaphor, but awesome event.
It really is.
About a dozen worlds were involved in this project, representing over 15 world builders. 25 or more volunteers are helping scare attendees, and still more are needed. We really need your help, you guys. So even if you're new to AltSpace, go ahead and join the AltSpace official AltSpace VR Discord chat. Check out the volunteers needed section for info, and then let Kellen know that you want to help scare. It's actually really simple. And if you stick around after this event, Laurel can demonstrate all that you need to do to participate. It's great fun and a marvelous way to get to meet people and become an active part of our community, and you get to scare people legally and without fear of retribution.
I love that part.
So make sure you RSVP and attend one of the upcoming events through the next week or more. You really don't want to miss these.
Now, whoops, we have something is out of, okay, sorry. The Dia de la Muerte event is coming up pretty soon. I'll have news on that coming too. The night version of the campfire arrived early this week, and so many people were here to see it. And that is It was a little bit scary because people couldn't see each other. It was so bizarre. So just be aware that they are working on possibly bringing in the fall and the winter one as well. But the night one is here, and it is very, very cool. It's all been fixed now. But, it was it's great fun. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. Now, it's time for some world building news. Donna?
Okay, the last World Builders Tour on Wednesday was a special event as we were allowed to tour the 2018 Halloween maze that saw thousands pass through the 6 worlds built by 4 world builders in 10 days. 6 worlds, 4 builders, 10 days. Wow. We took the group through each world, then behind the scenes to demonstrate how each was built and where the hidden scary places were. It was eye-opening for many, and what a great walk down memory lane.
It really was. And the World Building Tour team is working on a tour of the 2018 Thanksgiving Float competition and also of the some other holiday event spaces. So we've got all kinds of fun events planned for the World Builders Tour. And this week we have the worlds of Sarah. She's a fantastic world builder, and her worlds are just designed to inspire and stimulate the imagination. So check the events calendar.
So as a reminder, the new MRE version 0.14.0 is out and was in the latest update to AltSpace VR, so it is now live. The update added the ability to place colliders on layers to control how they interact with other colliders and the player. Now, you guys actually believe I know what that means, right? I have no idea.
Of course you do.
But for those
Doesn't
of you
matter.
that are world builders, I expect that's great news for you.
It is. It is.
No, updates should be on the way soon for some video and sound sync issues. And on the new web projector. Oh, I can't wait to find out about. The dev team keeps working hard to resolve issues, and there is more goodness on the way that they will continue to make AltSpace VR better for all of us.
Indeed. And if you haven't joined our News and Updates Discord, now's the time to do it. We have a series of posts in our AltSpace VR news section to help you with building worlds in AltSpace. We've published videos and articles and tips and techniques and more to help you with Unity, to help you with all the different world buildings. So check those out. We have more still coming. And join us and check out all the rest of the news and updates from AltSpace VR during the week. And please, keep the world building going. She may not know what we're talking about, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And get together. There's the different world building meetups that are happening on Tuesdays, and then the SDK meetup that happens on some Wednesdays and Thursdays. Please check them out. And also you can find all the help you need on our Discord channels. Also at help.altvr.com and developer.altvr.com. Now, it's time for some scary stuff going on here in AltSpace. Oh, I have to do my little scary arms. Blah! There. Do I look possessed? Okay. Yeah!
Look, you sounded as well.
So we have got some scares and some dares and some thrills supporting you here in AltSpace this week. Donna, tell us about it before I totally lose my mind, my arms, and my head.
Too late, I think, for that.
I think so, too.
There are more Haunted Woods VR tours coming. Tonight and through Halloween, one of our community helpers, Daisy Shaw, shared recently about her first week in AltSpace. She said, I arrived 1 year ago. It was fun, weird to wander around and talk to people, but then I went on the Halloween maze and I discovered the potential of AltSpace. I laughed and laughed. It was amazing. So artistic, so surprising, and such great fun. It inspired me to build my own world, and now I'm leading the World Builder Tours and hosting events to inspire others. And I would say that she not only built that world, she built many, many others. And she is one of our amazing world builders here in AltSpace. So this is awesome. So even if you aren't into being scared or having fun like last year, the artistry of the world builders is on display for all to enjoy. It's like visiting a virtual gallery of worlds, each a treasure and representative of the world builder's imagination and craft. It's well worth it. Don't miss it.
It really is. And so not only do we have the great Halloween Haunted Woods thing, we have Dia de los Muertos is coming up October 31st through November 2nd. Kaylin, one of our admins here at AltSpace, and Alan of the Alt UX Meetups is inviting AltSpace VR members to submit photographs of their deceased loved ones to be added to a special event space to celebrate the lives of those who passed. I think this is a genius idea. So it's coming up. Get those photos in. Make sure you get on the Discord channel, the AltSpace VR official, or the volunteer group to be included so you can contact them. And other Halloween events include, oh my goodness, the list is so long. We have the Campfire Tales, the Fright Time. We have the Spook Top instead of the Rooftop. We have which is the haunted version of the Rooftop, designed especially to thrill and cheat you. We have some world builders that are releasing some new scary worlds, and I just saw some photographs. DJ Vortex is opening up a Dracula castle thing. Oh my God, it's very scary. It's wonderful. It's gorgeous. So also stay tuned for the Mingle and Chill on Wednesday, October 30th. It's now going to become the Mingle and Thrill. All right, I'm warming up for tonight. Keegan will be sharing your favorite ghost stories and how the world is spending their most hallowed of eves. And Wednesday is also a special AltSpace VR event called All HoloLens Eve. Okay, I love that. It's featuring guest speaker Alex Skipman, who's the creator of Microsoft's HoloLens. He'll speak about the future of mixed reality and get feedback from the audience.
Laura.
Sorry, even though, yeah.
That's okay.
Even, can you finish that, please?
Okay, I'm getting feedback from the audience on this interactive event. Even for those of us vested in VR, mixed reality and augmented reality are the future, bringing the virtual into the real world like The Matrix, Lawnmower Boy, and Minority Report.
Lawnmower Man. It's a classic movie. Sorry, Lawnmower Man.
Oh,
That's
Lawnmower
the
Man
prequel.
and Minority Report. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. The prequel is Lawnmower Boy. All right, go for it.
Okay. Health Systems Chat is back with another great event covering the HLTH industry event spelled, so it's health spelled HLTH.
Yay.
It brings together 6,000 senior leaders and players in the healthcare industry, brings them to Las Vegas, and then there's also the VR/AR Global Summit in Vancouver in Canada. Chuck has once again created an amazing special event space where you will meet in a cool I can't wait to see this. You'll meet in a cool starfighter hangar floating over the city of Vancouver, something out of Star Wars for sure. When it comes to bringing you the latest innovations in virtual technology for the healthcare industry, we are very blessed to have Chuck Webster of Health Systems Chat host his events here. Check them out. They are always interesting, and seriously, any subject, no matter whether you're passionate about the subject or not, he makes every single subject interesting. So speaking of the VR/AR Global Summit in Vancouver, Get Social, the channel, if you go to the altvr.com and check out channels, the Get Social channel continues with their VR/AR Glow Sync Spatial Network Lounge meetups in AltSpace VR. I'm one of the hosts of the Spatial Network Cafes, together with Andy and JW. We've done it. I've done it twice now. Hosted one at 1 a.m. On Friday morning, and always had people. Each cafe is different, and the conversations have been so interesting. It's a great way to meet like-minded professionals working in virtual technologies and to learn more about what's going on in the industry.
All right, so we're having a little bit of difficulty with the slides here. So hopefully, let's see, was everybody seeing? Okay, let me see if I can advance it, and hopefully we're back on track. No,
There we go.
Mark, are we back on track? So I'm going to keep going. I see VR/AR, okay. And
The show must go
now
on.
there, show goes on. All right, now we're back together. So we were just out of sync. All right, we'll edit this part, please. Okay, October and November are packed with events for writers, and our creative. Oh, I have no lips now. Okay, our creative writing meetup team is just stuffed November with a ton of different events, and October. So we just had a Scrivener meetup, big workshop last week, and on Monday, the Creative Writing Meetup Group is going to be presenting a Snowflake novel writing technique workshop. It's October 28th on Monday, as I said, and it's an innovative and simple way to work on a book using a modular building block technique, which you're building from small little sentences to larger paragraphs to whole chapters and ideas and concepts. It's changed the writing industry, and Natalia will be offering tips on the technique on Monday night. The Creative Writing Meetup meets regularly on Mondays, but November is really special because it's National Novel Writing Month, where it's called NaNoWriMo, where we're going to be writing a self-competition with a goal to write 50,000 words in 30 days. So look for NaNoWriMo events and because on the calendar, because we're going to be meeting every day in November with a creative writing group, helping people to keep up with our daily writing goals, and we'd love to have you join us. We have way too much fun. Also, in between all of this craziness, Natalia and I have decided to host our very first public reading by writers. So if you're a writer and you wish to read something you've written, this is not about telling a joke. You've got to read something you've written. Please come join us on October 31st on Halloween, between all the great craziness events here. You can bring anything you want to read, written material, poems, short stories, tall tales, no longer than 5 minutes. We invite everyone to join us between all of these crazy ghostly events for some really creative readings. And please join the Discord channel that we have for the Creative Writing Group. If you're interested, I'll give it to you afterwards. And there's going to be some beautiful readings and some really fun ones, so stay tuned. That's going to be great.
Now, this past week, Educators in VR honored Cyberbullying Month with 2 powerful events. It was an amazing chance to talk about a sad and frustrating part of our lives happening in the real world, online, and in VR. The last Educators in VR event on cyberbullying is this coming Tuesday, so don't miss it.
And as a reminder, especially when we head into the holidays, please add the Evolve VR events and the Weight Loss Meetup to your schedule to help you stay on focus and on track through the holidays. Fairly recent research found that the myth that there are more suicides and depressions, you've all heard this, that during the holidays there's more suicides and depression. It's not true. It's a myth. In fact, December has the lowest rate. But the holiday season is tough for many of us, and without family and friends to share it, it sucks. So please take advantage of the events like the meditations, the gathering with the Evolve VR group and all their different functions and stuff to bring us together for a peaceful and supportive encouragement, to have some reflective moments that we all need in our lives. So take advantage of those. And also take advantage of the Wednesday weight loss meetups, because the holiday season, honestly, for people that are trying to adhere to a diet and take care of their health, it is torture test, isn't it? Oh, that food. So please, if you waver or you need help and support, join us for the Wednesday weight loss meetups. And do check out their Discord. It's available. The link to it is on the official AltSpace VR Discord, because I believe that this week they're going to be meeting in Discord instead of doing a voice chat instead of in person. They're trying to mix things up a little, but do check that out. And please take care of yourself. Find the support you need and that you deserve. And we're here we have a great community. We have such a loving community. We're here to support and encourage you all the time.
The next thing up is the Mental Wellness Defense Against the Dark Arts Meetup. It's another chance to connect with a great support group it's a meetup for those facing mental health challenges or for people who are supporting family or friends that are dealing with mental health challenges. So make sure to check that out to get support in that area. And word has come in that Achumi, did I say that right? Achumi,
Yep.
Achumi,
Yep.
is hosting a live one. This is really cool. Is hosting a live one-on-one chess match tomorrow in his new event space. So are you the next Bobby Fischer or
Ooh.
Gary Kasparov?
Yeah.
Watching a fierce chess match? Maybe want to play? Get ready as your chance will be tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That sounds
love
cool.
it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's going to be so much fun. It's a huge game, he said. It's going to be great. Big game board. So AltSpace VR isn't only for English speakers. We represent over 150 different countries with all their varied societies and cultures and language. And AltSpace VR community will be stronger when we have more events to help your local community in your time zone. So just take a moment, and we want to take a moment to put out a plea to all of our European and beyond AltSpace VR members. Please consider hosting activities and events during your prime daytime hours. This helps, or your evening hours, or whatever it is. It helps to ensure that you have a place to meet other like-minded individuals and to do so in your language. AltSpace isn't all English. You may think you're the only one speaking Dutch or German or Spanish or Russian here, but you're not. There are others. I heard Croatian in the campfire. So we are represented by so many different cultures and languages here. So let's celebrate them and get together and start a group. Start a meetup, have an event, have an activity, whatever it is, see what happens. Because, you're going to be really, really glad you did, because we got some great people here. Now, as I said, activities are another way, yay, activities are another way to get involved and to get together and play games and get to know people. So consider starting your own activity. There's all kinds of fun ones and some new ones coming, and see who turns up, and maybe you might find your new best friend.
So I overheard someone in the campfire a few days ago say, this is boring. There's nothing to do here but talk, talk, talk. I had to laugh. When I look at all the things we have to do here at AltSpace, I'm never bored. We have classes and workshops, meetups and conferences. There's comedy and improv and concerts. We have writing groups, fan clubs, social groups, and parties. We have games, amazing worlds to explore, including some great new theme park rides by Tony, like Back to the Future and the new Tower of Terror, and special events like Halloween Haunted Woods, storytelling times. And well, you don't need to hear it from me. Like me, you've likely been here for long enough to know that if anything is true, there is too much to do here at AltSpace VR. So much it's hard to leave.
Indeed, it really is. And, just remember that the conversation doesn't stop here in AltSpace VR. Check out all the various Discord groups that we have at AltSpace VR community and activities and all the different groups. There is a new official AltSpace VR group, and many of the other ones are still rocking. So we have a list for you in the lobby, just for you. And also note that the support links have changed for AltSpace. And so we have, they're also out on the wall in the lobby. And check those out because they've just announced this about a week and a half ago. So check that out. Well, Donna, this has been a crazy, crazy week.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just wanted to talk for a moment about the 2018, the World Tours. Last Wednesday, we went to, how many were on that tour? We went to see the 2018 Halloween event. Was there anybody who was on the tour? I know Tony was on it, and Mark missed it. Anybody? Oh, man. You missed it. It was a chance to go behind the scenes of the 6 worlds that Tony and I and Mark helped and Homer and Kaylin built. We built them in 10 days. And I just was remembering, Donna, the World Builder had been out for like 2 months. We really didn't know what we were doing. We weren't using Unity. We had just like 6 kits of, we had the geometrics, we had little campfire things. And I think we had just the home kit with a few little odds and ends. We didn't have anything to work with, and we created 6 amazing worlds, and we got a chance to not only walk through those again, but to show them off to about 30, 40 people, to look behind the scenes at how we jumped out and scared people and stuff. And it was amazing to see what we did with so little and then to step back and say, gosh, now we have Unity, we have all kinds of featured kits, we have talented people that are just taking advantage of the programming and doing amazing things, and yet still we created these great things last year. I don't know. It was weird.
Well, that sounds really fabulous. How it's crazy to think how advanced world building has come since then, and yet how many people have. I'm still amazed. Like even Daisy, as an example of building worlds on the Oculus Go, right? So I know that there's Unity available, and people are doing things in different kinds of headsets, but it's still amazing what can be done with just a simple Oculus Go and an imagination.
No kidding. And if you haven't had a chance to see Tony, send up some hearts. Come on, Tony. There he is. Okay, so this is Tony. He's one of our amazing world builders. He builds in an Oculus Go. And he did not only the Halloween events last year, but his newest, and he had some great worlds. We're going to be doing a tour of his world soon. But he has a whole series of theme park related worlds. Back to the Future, the Tower of Terror. There's a NASA one going to Mars. Can't remember what that's called. But anyway, they're old theme park ones that he has brought back to life here in AltSpace. And they're just genius. They're just genius. So, he's got the waiting space going on, and then you go and you have the pre-boarding and all this stuff. It's really wonderful. I got to say, I'm pretty prejudiced. The Back to the Future is pretty awesome. And so do check those out. It just takes imagination. And that's all it is. And it's pretty darn easy. You don't have to program to design here. And look what Mark did to our beautiful stage. Isn't this awesome? See? Little imagination.
That's right.
I love it.
Well, you guys, that's all for this week's news and updates. You can keep up with AltSpace news and updates by subscribing to our event through the channels tab at altvr.com. You can also join us on Discord. And you are able to watch the live stream of past events on our YouTube channel. We are here for you to keep you updated on the news in AltSpace, so please tell a friend and share our Discord and YouTube channels with other people so you can all keep up with the news of what's going on in AltSpace. Also, we will hang around after the news to answer your questions and talk about what you are doing in AltSpace VR, so stick around. We'd love to chat with you.
And thanks to all of our amazing volunteers and the moderators who help us make this event a success. And if you'd like to volunteer and help us out, please do. And don't forget, volunteers are needed for the Halloween event tonight and throughout the rest of the week. We do this for you, but we also need your help. So thank you all. Thank you. Glad you were here. And let's see how I can be scary. See you next week. Let's see how scary I can be.